wish you would tell me the truth. I wish you would give me the proof.
Got that real tea, no Lipton. Straight facts, no fiction. My prediction, it's addictive.
I wish you would tell me the truth.
Oh boy. So as you can see, we back. I know y'all missed us, man. You know, you don't mean to take such a long break, but it happens sometimes. You get busy. People see you, they like, yo, I want to do that. So you take on new clients, you take on new jobs. You don't realize how much time it takes to do all these different things. And the one thing you sacrifice is your own show.
Man.
So we apologize for making y'all wait so long, but the kid is back. The wife is back. The special guests are back. So welcome to another episode of I Wish You Would, the podcast. I'm your host, Torch One Blazing. Y'all know me. Y'all know y'all love me. As always, I got my wife, Shan, a.k.a. the wife, a.k.a. Shanti Doc, a.k.a. y'all know her. I love her. Man, how you feel? You feel good to be back?
It feels great to be back. I know we took a long hiatus and people probably were like, hey, what y'all been up to? What y'all been doing? We've been waiting on some more episodes. So, husband, you know, y'all know we got Woodsworks Media. So
Media.
we do outside videography.
Inside videography.
Engineer other people podcasts and edit. So it feels good to be back in the seat running our own thing, love.
Man, believe it or not, for the people at home, it's like 1 a.m, but we at this still. You know what I mean? And we was filming last night till 1 a.m. That's why I had to put the hat over the eyes, because y'all can't see how red these eyes is today. We ain't gonna be able to do it. But enough of that. Mm-hmm. We got a special guest today, man, and it's going to be awesome. I got to introduce somebody that I had a chance to share the stage with. She's an amazing actress. She's a singer. She's a songwriter. Apparently, she's a relationship expert, but we're going to get into that later.
Yeah.
Man, I want to introduce the one and only Sacramento's own Janale. You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Janale. Now, Janale's amazing. If you look up on iTunes, man, she just got a new single that she released called Love Affair. We slapped it earlier. It goes crazy. I will have that playing at the end of the show. Last year, he hit us with Make You Mine. I mean, we got Rock My Body in 2024, and the girl been going hard since 2021. I mean, she's even done a Christmas song. Like, I mean, what have you not done with the music thing? Janelle, like, thank you for being on Woodsworks Media. Thank you for hanging out with us. You know, before we get into the music, tell us about some of the acting you've done, because you were brought to us by one of my friends, DC, who's an actor. So I first met you as an actress. Let us know a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm super excited to be here and to talk with you guys, you know, talk about whatever comes to mind. But I started acting when I was a little young, like in high school, and then when I moved here to California, really started pursuing it. Have done some commercials and things like that. Have been in small films with Derek was the one who introduced me to you. It actually will be coming out, I think, it's being featured in May, I think it is, in the beginning of May. So I'm super excited about it. The premiere is going to be happening in Sacramento, actually. Yes, the first or second week. So I'm super excited about that. And hopefully doors will open soon and you'll see me. My dream is to be on a TV show or in a movie.
I mean, step one, you on I Wish It Was podcasting. I ain't gonna lie, this is one of the hottest podcasts coming out of Sacramento right now. As you can see, you in the TV studio. We do actually film TV shows out of here. So, step in the right direction, dealing with the right people, networking.
Doors opening.
You know?
Already.
So, wife, what are you feeling today? you got any questions for Miss Janelle?
Well, I do wanna talk about her as a person, just outside of the acting. Like you said, she's got some new music out. You know what I mean? You said you met her through singing. We've actually had the opportunity to see her perform, and you got a beautiful voice.
Thank
You know what I mean?
you.
Like everybody can't
appreciate
sing,
that.
everybody can't pick up the mic. Cause they be sounding raunchy and ratchet. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Sound like they've been smoking 5-pack of cigarettes
Oh
a day.
no, not that.
But yeah, so just talk a little bit about your singing, your album,
Like who I am, things like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm originally from Houston, Texas. I was born and raised
Oh, you
H
rock it.
Town. Yes.
Okay, H-Town.
I moved here in California in 22, I believe.
Okay.
I am a mom of 2 amazing children.
Shout out to the kids.
Boys or
Yes.
girls?
I have a boy and a girl.
Okay, all
I
right.
Shout out to
do.
the kids. I met them at
do.
the show, and they were amazing, well behaved,
Yeah.
and they're very supportive of their mother. So
Oh,
did a
you
great
were
job.
there that
Yeah.
one time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
They
I was
were
there.
there.
Yeah.
I had like this video. Oh my gosh, they're like my biggest fans. I swear, if I only had them as fans, like my heart will still be happy. But they were like, they would just stare, like the big old eyes just be staring, and then Alana would just be like moving. That's my daughter's name. She'd be moving her head. Like I love it. It makes me so happy.
Kids are honest. And so
Yeah.
when you see them so attentive and so amazed by what you do, they let you know you're doing the right thing. So,
Well, I don't ever. So like my heart behind it is I don't ever want my kids to ever be like I don't want to ever use that excuse. Well, I had to put my dreams on hold, or I couldn't do
Right.
it because I had you, or I was a single mom, I couldn't do anything. Like as a child, that would make me feel bad. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I want to be able to tell them when they grow up, look, like we did this together.
right.
right.
You know,
right.
like we
Yeah.
up and came out together. It's nothing
right.
about no matter what season. If it's for you, like it's gonna be for you. You don't let any season or whatever situation you're in stop you. If it's for you, gonna be for you.
Let's be honest. Black don't crack, brown don't tone down. So it's perks to be able to look young, still fit in, still go to the scene. For in your case, be young. In my case, we're gonna go stick with look. But it's nice to still be able to go out there and get on stage with the youngsters, get out there and perform with the, with the people that's really active, because a lot of times people become parents, they let the stress of the world get to them.
Yeah.
Mentally, physically,
Yeah.
emotionally, and it takes them away from their craft.
Yeah.
It takes a strong person to be able to balance that out. My wife, for instance, she became a wife, but she's still a creative. She's still always going hard while she's still keeping the main job. Me, myself, becoming a husband, I was a early father, but never lost that passion to create. My daughter's a creative now, and so like your kids watch you, they see you, they emulate, then they go above and beyond what you did, because that's just a step of evolution.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They
Yeah.
watch it.
So your children, you said they're your biggest fans,
They
right?
are. I mean, or they're playing me, but either way, I'm gonna stay in Delulu. You know what I mean?
He said the children are honest. So
They are.
So, do you know your children's favorite song of yours?
Ooh. Okay, so I have a song. I had a song that came out last year in February, and the video came out too. And the first person I showed was my daughter.
Okay.
And she started crying. And I was like, ooh, I don't know what that means. And I go, what's wrong, baby? She goes, Mommy, it's so beautiful. I'm like, oh my gosh. Like she has the most sweet and tender heart. Like she's so precious. And I'm like, it's funny because when I was that age and seeing how emotional like she is, I was always told, like I'm being too emotional, I'm being whatever. And with her, I'm just like, I love that your heart is so big, and I hope the world doesn't.
Like take advantage of
I
that,
know.
like,
I hope the
right?
world don't mess it up. So I'm trying to toughen her up a little bit.
Right.
I ain't worried about it though, because she good.
Yeah.
She good.
Yeah, she good.
She good.
You trying to set a great example for her.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I try. I'm not perfect, but
Oh, no,
I'm
none of
trying
us
to
are,
stop the things that I know. I love my parents. They did the best that they could, but I'm trying not to repeat some of the stuff that they did. You know what I
sound
mean?
like me the other day. I was like talking about, how people talk about, well, how I was raised, you know, they use that as a justification to like not evolve or change certain things or adjust certain things as they become an adult. And I was like, hey, you know, there's a certain way we were brought up, reared. However, you know, when you age, when you grow, you want to evolve, right? You want to sprout into something and add to, right?
Yeah.
So
you want to be better.
Right. You want to be better, and you want to be the best version of yourself, right?
I mean, even on a more, you know, linear level, yearly, you want to be better than yourself. At least for me, like, people always making New Year's resolutions. I'm like, man, my New Year's resolutions don't change. It's to be better than I was last year.
Yeah.
And so far, that philosophy has assisted me in growing up into the adult I wanted to be. You know, and I've watched a lot of people with that same mentality. They may have never been handed everything in the world, but they grind, they work hard, they put their nose to the stone, and they go get it. And you see the results. You know, I see people who, when we were kids, I'd be like, man, I don't know. Now you see them, they're successful adults. They have families, they're parents, they're coaches, they're, you know, mentors. And, you know, it's amazing. You know, shout out to all them people that work hard, that, you know, teach these young people to work hard, because it's difficult to get a kid's attention, because in this day and age, first thing a kid gonna do is go to your social media page. They're gonna check out your lifestyle and see if you really living what you're talking about before they even decide to listen to you. And even then it's tough. So the fact that you can be a parent and have your kids be so proud of you that they come to tears, that's, you know, again, amazing. So I don't want to stick on one subject too long. We actually here for a fun show. So, having a conversation, we're laughing, because again, friends off camera, we brought up dating, relationships.
Oh, gosh.
What it means to be trying to get somebody attention in 2026.
Oh, my gosh.
I had to be honest. I ain't never been on a dating app before. You telling me that they're a nightmare. Man, give me some insight. Like, what's really out there? Like, what's going on in the world?
You know why? You know why we're asking? Because like me and him have been together for a little minute. Like if I tell people how long we've been together, they'd be like, damn, that's a long ass time. And I'll be like, you know, how is that a long ass time? It's because most people don't think relationships are supposed to last, you know, more than 5 or 10 years. And then they're supposed to hop to something new, you know? So you giving us some insight. You know what I mean?
But see, why do people think that? Because they need the newest and latest, greatest thing, right? Like, I feel like the world nowadays is creating and evolving the minds in that way. Like, oh, you want if something's broken, oh, you could go ahead and go find it somewhere else. Oh, it's old, it's been used up. Okay, go ahead and go. What, you want a new iPhone? It's not even. It still works, but now that there's a latest version, oh, you want to get another one? Everybody's gonna stay in a line. Like.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. So what's up with the dating apps? Like, because when you say the issues with these dating apps, and I'm like, it's not the apps, it's the people on the app. So what's going on? Because enlighten us.
Okay, so
please.
I'm probably not the best person to talk about that, because first of all, okay, look, check this. Okay, because
start, girl.
Okay, because okay, so I didn't start going on dating apps until like last year, right? So I took a year or so after my divorce was finalized. I'm divorced.
Okay, you're divorced.
Yes, I'm divorced. I'm a single mom. And I was just like, you know what? I'm not trying to just jump into another relationship. Like, you know, I didn't want to deal with all that. I was like, I need to heal. I don't want to bring quote unquote baggage or unnecessary stuff. You know what I'm saying? That stuff that I could heal from that wasn't even my future partner's responsibility. Okay.
Right,
like I know, like in a certain sense, like when two people are together, you are a mirror for that other person to see, so you can continue to grow if if you need to.
Right.
But I was like, look, I need to do my own work. I need to figure out what was my demise in the marriage, right? What I need to work on and not bring that into my next relationship. So I took a year off, 11 months.
So you took a year off of the dating?
No.
Just
11
dating,
months.
dating. So I didn't not
just to clarify, she said 11 months, not a year.
Okay, first of all, we can say a year, 11 months. Okay.
Fellas, I got us. Don't trip.
I got
Hey, it's the reason it's the only one guy up here today. I got us. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Nice,
Usually guys are
let
not very
them do this.
detailed, but okay, yes, 11 months. 11 months. No, I wasn't like I was celibate. I wasn't even like talking to nobody. I wasn't entertaining nobody. Like my phone was drier than the Sahara Desert.
Damn,
like I
the
wasn't
Sahara Desert.
like I yes, ma'am. Yeah, I was like I'm not dealing, you know, I want to be able to be okay with myself before I'm with people. So I did a lot of healing stuff. Like I did therapy, I did counseling, I had like accountability partners. I really dove back into a lot of the hobbies and interests that I had and really started to take care of myself and find myself again, because in my marriage I ended up losing myself, and I was like, you know what, I need to find what I'm passionate about again. I need to find out why I lost myself in the first place and who I was.
Yeah.
So I ended up trying the dating apps.
Which is the first one you tried,
Oh gosh.
girl? Because there's eHarmony, there's even Christian Mingle, there's Match.com.
Hey,
What-
there's Farmers Only. Shout out to Farmers Only. You know don't sleep on Farmers Only. They got the
Farmers
best.
Only?
They got the best commercial. You know what I'm saying? Something about when you're lonely, call Farmers Only. Something, but I felt like it was an insurance commercial. It was like
It does
I get
sound
a
like
backhoe
it.
and a hoe. Like I'm just saying, like
Oh my gosh.
look, shout out to Farmers Only. I'm just,
I can't believe you remember that. That's so like early 2000s. Did they? I don't even think they have
that
that
shit
anymore.
was memorable. Like I said, you make a good commercial.
It's that jingle.
Yeah,
It's because of the
yeah,
jingle.
That's all it was, the jingle. But I'm telling you what, it had me calling my white friends talking about, hey man, you ain't heard about Farmers Only? Don't you got some property over there? You might could meet somebody online now. Just take a picture with your pig. It's good. You got it. You got it, big dog.
I want a micro pig. On a side note, I'm not gonna lie.
First of all, my big cousin, shout out Richard, he got a pig.
He
and it's
do.
a big ass
Yes.
pig that stay in the
No,
house.
I want a micro.
Oh,
pig.
you want
you want
I
a
want
micro
a
pig.
micro
You want a
pig.
piglet.
I want a micro pig, and I want some goats. I want,
you want a whole-
like,
Oh, yeah.
ducks and like chicken.
Old McDonald, that's what you want.
No,
See?
McDonald's.
So,
Not McDonald's.
so again, y'all, they laughing, right? But from her explanation, where it sound like she need to go. Farmers Only. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying.
But so that wasn't the first dating app you went on.
No, ma'am. None of those were. Okay, so I tried Hinge and Bumble.
I've
Never heard of that.
Hinge
And
and
Bumble.
and Bumble.
Yes.
I think I heard of Bumble.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I've heard of Bumble. I think they got a commercial too.
I don't
Okay.
think they do.
So what was
There
up
ain't no
with
jingle.
Hinge? Was they off the hinges or
Okay, well, I was on it for like I think I was on Hinge. I was on Hinge and Bumble for like a couple weeks, and I mean I had like some people like message and stuff, but I was like, really, I got tired of seeing a lot of people with their middle fingers up, like smoking or like just doing. I'm like that's lifestyle's not mine. No judgment. If y'all do it, like, hey, props to you. No judgment. Do whatever you want. But I don't like it. So I'm like, I'm just swiping. I'm like, I can't. Just their reading some of their profiles, like, oh, some of them didn't want like serious relationships. Some of them didn't. I'm like, I didn't do all this inner work or healing just so I can be, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You didn't want a hookup site. You wanted to
No.
actually meet somebody.
So
no.
you didn't know at first these two dating apps were like mainly like for people who just wanted to hook up, have a good time.
Well, I don't even think, because I've heard people find their spouses on, like, I have one of my best friends, shout out to April, she found her significant other through Bumble.
Through Bumble. Okay.
Yes. I think I know someone who found their spouse off Hinge.
What kind of person is your friend though? Like, I mean, like, is she like outgoing? You know, like
She's actually a lot, so we are complete opposite.
that's what I. Because some people,
We are
you know, they
complete
get on
opposites.
there and they're being their complete self. Like, not wearing a mask. Like, they're sending their true representative out. So if somebody's like just off the chain, they want to have a good time, they want to party.
Well,
and
she's like, she's freaking beautiful. Like, I feel like in the relationship, guys were always looking at her, like in high school and in college or whatever.
Okay.
And so, I mean, it was probably easy for her. But I think I don't know what it
Why?
was. But
You
look,
picky?
So I'm
Go ahead.
gonna stop you there. She was on a dating app, right? you were on a dating app, right? You guys are the same. There's no, she might have been beautiful to you to make you feel like that's why she was getting attention, when in actuality she's probably just a little more outgoing or spirited with the conversation. But when two people, regardless of what path they take, end up in the same spot, ain't no better than at that point. At that point, it's all about the person that you're choosing to allow to give your time to. And you said it. You're smoking. You don't want no something serious. You know what I mean. So you're swiping left and right because you don't have time. You have kids to think about. She's probably like, I want to have fun, and if I happen to find somebody that fits my mode, great. So don't downplay yourself just because you think she's beautiful. Because I might see her and be like, okay, you're average. You know what I mean? Like, right. But it's beauty's in the eye of the beholder for a reason. True. No, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. Everyone's standard of beauty ain't the same. Yeah. You know what I mean? I try to stress this out to people all the time. People don't look for the same things in somebody to make them attractive. Confidence goes a long way. Yeah. Intelligence goes a long way. Those things don't have physical traits. They do in the way you carry yourself, but that's not something that you look in the mirror and dress up every day. Yeah. You are who you are. You know what I mean? Makeup can't make you more stronger in the heart. Again, and I say this because the way I met you was through entertainment, I didn't know any of this stuff about you. The way I met you, you're out here with the makeup on, hair did, you're on the mic singing, you're singing, I don't want to call it sultry, but you're singing, soulful music, it's sexy. You're selling an image because that's the artist that you are. And I'm looking at the results of the crowd. I'm seeing the men. I'm seeing my bass player can't even keep his rhythm up because he's too busy looking. I'm like, that's what you want. You want people to be enthused with you as an artist. Yeah. So to hear you say, hey, I actually spent a year away from dating to find myself, when I'm like, wow, everywhere you went, you had men really trying to find a way to just build up the courage to speak to you. So it's about what we're looking for and what we're looking at when it comes to those type of things. And I want to make sure I put that out there because, shout out April. I don't know you, but she think you a 10. You might be a 6. I'm just saying. I don't know. You know, everybody. You feel me?
Yeah, everybody's preferences are different.
She's pretty confident in herself. Yeah. She like.
So let me ask you, what's your type? What's your type of man?
You know what? At this point, I don't even know. I stopped with the Hinge and Bumble. I was like, okay, this ain't working. So I was like, I heard of Tinder, so I was like, okay, let me try Tinder. Okay. And I think I was on that for like less than a week.
Less than a week. So what turned you off when you saw the profiles and the pictures?
Why I stopped going off?
Yeah. Well, off the Tinder.
I started talking to somebody.
Okay. This somebody, did you meet on the dating app or outside at an event, at a club, at church, synagogue, what?
It was through the app. It was through
the app. Okay, Tinder app.
Okay,
so y'all
Tinder.
went on y'all went on a date. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. What happened on the date?
He was very. It wasn't my typical person I would have normally said yes to.
Okay.
But I was like, I wanted maybe like. I haven't had the best roster in the past, so I was like, okay, you know what? Let me just, let me, not roster. Okay, look, I heard that. Not roster. I haven't had the best. My choice. Okay, even my brother will tell you. My brother will tell you that I have not had the best choice in men.
Okay, so that's why I'm backing it up to say, when I ask what's your type, and then when somebody says, well, I don't know, you do know. Because, for one, you said you went on the Hinge and you saw people throwing up the middle finger, smoking. That threw you off.
I have a preference.
And that's what I mean. What's your preference?
Then or now? Because it's different now.
It's
changed. Because of all the stuff that has happened, Yeah.
Because see, the men who are watching this, the men who are going to watch this playback and they're going to be like, see, especially the red pillars, they're going to be like, see, y'all women don't know what y'all want. Monday, y'all want chocolates and roses. Tuesday, you want something, you want something else. Make up your mind.
I feel like people know what they want, but
Okay, speak that.
I feel like people know what they want, and innately it comes down to like everybody wants to be loved. They want to be loved. They want to be seen. They want to be chosen. But because of the stuff from their past, or like how they were raised, or they're afraid to show their true selves, they would rather I don't know how to put. They would rather lose themselves than lose the relationship, and they hide a lot of stuff. And I feel like a lot of people say they want a relationship, or they're ready for marriage, or they're ready for kids, but they don't realize how much sacrifice actually comes with that. True. It's easy to say that you want to be in a relationship. It's easy to say that you want to be a husband or a wife. It's easy to say that you want to be a mom or a father, but when it comes down to it, do you have the capacity to actually be that?
Right.
Not just the title, just to say it. You know what I mean? And because
I do. We do.
So let me ask you this. Is the capacity more mental, physical, or monetary?
For me, if you're asking me, I understand why finances and monetary stuff is important. It is. But to me, that's on the totem pole. I think it's mental, spiritual, all that stuff. Because another thing that I noticed too, like a lot of people want, I want a relationship that's passionate, and I like live for the moment. And it's like for me in the mental space that I am now, I don't have time for that. Like I need someone like that's intentional, that's gonna add to my life. I don't need another child.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how are we going to add to each other's life? Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, life's going to be hard. Marriage is going to be hard. Relationships are going to be hard. So how do you, these are the questions that I should have asked, was like, so when things get hard, do you lean in or do you retreat? Because, I mean, I know people process different things, which is fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? As long as, like, communication is, stated, and then if it doesn't work out, like, hey, I know you do this right now, and you've been doing this, because we're
creatures of habit.
We're creatures of habit, and when you're single, you're used to your ways until you meet your person, and then a mirror shows, and you're like, well, what, you're telling me that I'm messed up? And I'm like, no, I don't take it as like I'm like targeting you. It's just like, hey, this is not working for me. If we want this to work, let's figure out another way.
Compromise.
Like,
See, that's spoken like somebody who has somebody else they gotta look out for, because what you just said is not something you find out from people right away. And when you said, do they stand up or do they retreat? Because that entails that in order for you to see me that vulnerable, we both gotta have skin in the game.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to go through certain situations
together, because like if I'm going through something and we're dating, you know what I mean, and I'm going through something where I have to make a decision that deep, more than likely you're not going to be a part of that choice. You might get told about it later, and at that point, do you know if they really retreated or if they stood in? Like, they're just telling you what either they did or what they wish they would have done. But that's hard to judge somebody based on a conversation or dates or going to dinner or cool, you always pick up the tab. Hey, your house is always clean. Hey, my kids love you. That's wonderful. But what you said was so deep, because you don't know if you're going to stand in a retreat until that bill comes and say you owe $7,000 on your mortgage. Man. What you going to do? You got $5,000 PG&E bill, man. You know what I'm saying, and your spouse has fell ill, and they have medical equipment in the home, and they can't work. So now it's up to you to go work more to make sure that bill. Like, those are things you can't find out initially.
Yep. Yeah.
So
you have to. It's sometimes you gotta watch.
People fantasize or romanticize the what can be. You know what I mean? The fairy tale.
I just wonder though, like. Because, again, that just made me think, like, short of something that tragic, what signs can you see or look at in a person to see how they may or may kind of, like, react in situations? Because I know from my personal experience, I have a lot of friends, especially when I was younger, they would go through situations, they would call me. She would be like, why everybody call you? Until she go out there and see why they call me. Because while everybody's panicking, I'm super calm. My mind is always working. I'm looking for the details. I'm like, okay, this is what we need to do, so on and so forth. But how do you look at somebody and find out, are they going to have your back in the needed time or not?
Right, if those situations come up, if you're fortunate to, situations are going to come up, see how they react. And also, are they keeping things, after maybe like the first couple weeks, you try to figure out, like, am I even interested in this person to even pursue something deeper, right? And then after that, you would probably I would think that a person would be like, okay, like, what are your intentions? Where are your intentions at? Where are your morals? Where are your values? First of all, like, where do you find your anchor? Like, who do you go to? Like, first of all, look at their friends. Because what I heard is that the people that you surround yourself with, that's the life that...
I can't do that with him because, girl, you should heard what he told me the other day. His friend asked him, because he is not his friends. He is an anomaly when it comes to his friends. But go ahead.
But there's also different circles, right? Like, you have your friend, like, you have acquaintances, you have friends, and then you have your inner circle that you go to, that your accountability partner, the people that's not afraid to be like, hey, like, you're wrong for that, or like, oh man, my girl tripping, or my boy tripping, blah 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 blah. Actually, I'm sorry to say it, bro. It's you. And you're just like, dang. Okay, cool.
Well, do you look at how, like, they treat their extended family? Do you look at how they treat their mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews? Do you look at how they treat their, like, not their friend inner circle or acquaintances, but their extended family, the people who they've been around for a little while?
Yeah, if it gets to that point, I would definitely see, like, okay, how do they interact with their mom, right? Like, how does their dad treat their mom? Because what was he raised seeing what was okay and what was not okay?
I got you.
Or, like, how did your parents resolve conflict?
Right.
I feel like you guys were listening to too many podcasts. You guys should only listen to this one, because I'm going to tell you why. I haven't heard anybody say anything that I would do. Now, granted, I've been in a relationship a long time, so my ways might be a little antiquated. But I'm looking at, how disciplined are you going to the gym? Because do you love yourself enough to keep yourself healthy? You know what I'm saying? How disciplined are you with what you're putting in your body? Do you love yourself enough to eat well enough? Because if every time I look up, you somewhere passed out drunk, you ain't working out, you ain't doing nothing to make yourself better, them is red flags like fire trucks to me, because you don't care enough about yourself. And granted, I say gym, I don't mean everybody need to go lift weights, but are you walking? Are you exercising? Are you reading books? Or at least reading something, like, to stimulate your mind? Like, what are you...
Like an extracurricular activities.
If every time you call me, are you asking me to take you to a bar versus, let's go take a walk. Yeah, let's go on a hike. Let's go enjoy nature.
Let's go to a museum or something.
To me, those are signs that tell you a lot about a person because of what they put into these type of adventures and getaways.
But people usually try to put their best foot forward on the first couple
the
of days.
Representative. That's what it's called.
So, like, all that stuff is nice. And yes, but that really doesn't show me, like, okay, when...
So you don't think people are being totally honest about who they are as a being and what their intentions are when they're meeting a person initially?
I mean, you would hope that they would, but honestly, you want to people are going to put their best foot forward.
Because you're trying to get somebody, right?
Yeah, like, it's like a job. It's like a job.
How do you fake that? Like, I mean, let's be real. You can look at somebody and be like, you take care of yourself. You work out. You go to the gym. I'm not necessarily saying what they're doing in front of you to impress you. I'm saying the things that you're paying attention to as you're watching this person and getting to know them and learning them.
I mean, Torch, you can't be a person. You're not a person who can't help. You can't help but to be yourself. There are people out here who they intentionally wear a mask because they're perverts. Their intention is to lock you in, and then once they get you in, they pull the mask off, and now you're deep in it, and now they get to do what they want to do. So you can't think like that, because you don't have that mindset.
And I used to think that way too, which is why it's gotten me into a lot of situationships. I'm the type of person, I'm such a lover girl. Like, I didn't know. Okay, so initially, I mean, this is what someone told me, this is how dating's supposed to be, right? So I'm like, oh, like, we're talking. Like, if we're talking, even if we're trying to figure out if we're still trying to, go forward with each other, you're the only person that I'm talking to, right? And then I was told that, well, it's, you shouldn't be asking me if I'm dating other people or what have you. It's disrespectful. And I'm like,
I mean,
what, am I dating wrong? Like, I thought, like,
that's a respectable question, right? And somebody just got offended of you asking them, hey, are you by chance happening to date other people while you're dating me? And they can't even just give you a yes or no. That means like you already hiding something, like, bruh. But yeah, go ahead, Torch. You was gonna say something?
Rip. You got it.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so like, I know people put their best foot forward, but for us, I mean, look, when we first met, we met at a club, so it was pretty much difficult for us to be anybody than ourselves. He was on stage rapping. I was, definitely a rapper at the time, and he already knew who I was when he came up to me and interviewed me after the show and said, hey, how you like the show? How's everything, with the club and everything. So, we couldn't help but to be ourselves. But, it's just, for certain people, we are the way we are. We cannot be wearing a costume. Yeah. You know what I mean? We can't be wearing a costume. We're not going to be putting, like a representative out there to say, hey, I just want to, take you home real quick and just, throw you away after that. Like, because that's not who that's not who we were. But the same way he presented himself, same way I presented myself, and that's just who we were. And we were entertainers at the time. So it wasn't difficult for us to say, hey, yeah, we probably got plenty of guys, looking at me when I'm on stage.
I ain't had no guys looking at me on stage.
You don't know that.
I had plenty of guys.
Yeah.
And then for him, he would probably say, hey, he had plenty of girls looking at him. You know what I'm saying? He is a cute guy.
She married me off the stage.
Exactly.
She be trying to defend her choices, but this you can't help yourself. I mean, you guys, you see it, right? Like this is. I mean, they married Raider fans. You know what I'm saying?
Now, see, I did not know at first. I was married a Raider fan.
Let me tell you something.
But he was real. He came to my apartment. Mm-mm. He turned on Sports Center right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
We are the most committed people in the world. So we have been through every 3-12, 4-16, 5 and whatever, 11 and something season, and we still here, baby. You saying silver and black. That's why they love us. That's why they marry us, because we committed.
Yeah, anybody who can stay loyal to anybody who can stay loyal to a team who don't win, season after season, boy, you know what I mean?
That used to be me, Texans.
Yeah, and look, the Kings too. So what we're saying is we're the type of people, me and him, we don't understand, people such as the ones you're talking about. I'm gonna wrap this up for me by saying I do listen to a lot of podcasts, and when I mean podcasts, I mean every facet of podcasts. I listen to it just to make sure I understand what's going on out there and make sure I keep up and not get hit on the blind side. So I know about the manosphere, and I know about the red pill. I know their ideology. I know if they didn't talk about women all day, they wouldn't have no show. I know those are the guys. They don't get no girls for real. I know all the stuff. I know they be talking about, oh, we're not worried about what women make and we're not worried about careers. I know the rhetoric. You know what I'm saying? I know the rhetoric. So I know what you're saying. So but we can't relate to that because that's not the era or the ideology we have, because he got girls in high school, listen to all his stories. Girl, he done told me all his stories, and his friends told me all his stories. You know what I'm saying?
No fingerprints, no evidence.
But that's all.
First of all.
And
You know
then
what I mean?
homegirl busted me out in the studio one day, like, "Oh yeah, Shine, you always get the cute chick. You always get the cute dudes. You always get the cute crips." And I'm like, man, the frick.
See, I don't.
But go ahead.
I had someone tell me, they're like, I don't think, I don't know about you, but I'm not the type of person, like, where I'm at, I'm not flattered that, like, when someone tells me, oh, like, a lot of guys want you, they think you're like hot or sexy. I don't find that attractive at all. I don't want to be.
You don't want to be
I don't
attractive?
No, I don't want to be looked at as an object. You know what I mean?
You don't want to be objectified.
No, I don't want to be objectified. Like,
Right. Okay.
I
Yes.
would rather, they're like, oh, you probably got like so many swipes or whatever. I'm like, I don't care about that. I don't care about everybody else. I just need that one person.
You
I don't
literally
need.
said you have a roster.
No, okay, but
You know what
okay.
I'm saying? You make your mind up, man.
No, I said
like
the wrong
you
word.
can't
I said the wrong
like,
word.
what are you talking about right now? Hey,
okay, what
don't
I
be trying to
said-
play innocent. Hey,
No. Listen, okay,
listen.
wind it back. We'll wind it back.
She said, rewind it back.
Because I corrected myself. I said, look, I didn't mean, I used the wrong word. I used the wrong terminology. I don't have a good, I've never had past, I don't even know what word I'm looking for. Like, the past guys that I've been with have not been, like, good people.
That's
When you say not good people, what define that? Put it in context.
Okay, well, not trying to get too deep.
Yeah.
You know, abusive in different ways.
Verbal?
I've had every
Damn.
impossible.
That's jacked up. No, seriously. You know, seriously. Because and I brought that up because we need to get educated on what abuse is. People think abuse is only when it's physical. No. If you're mistreating somebody, if you're actually doing something that they don't want you to do and it doesn't feel, right to a person, then that's abuse, when you're mistreating somebody. So it could be physical, it could be verbal, it could be emotional, it could be financial, it could be all of those things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
That's why, and I'm going to say this with the utmost respect to everybody. You can't choose what everybody else telling you is the best for you. Growing up, everybody, quote unquote, wanted to be with this popular person, that popular person, or this person making impact, that person making that impact. You need to get to know that person first, because that person may not be who you are comfortable with once you get them outside of the spotlight. And the biggest thing about choosing somebody that's right for you is that you feel good in growing with them. You don't grow tired of them. You guys just grow in a direction together. You can easily choose somebody that makes you feel good when you're out in public with them, or look good on your arm, or gives you a specific lifestyle. But if you don't feel good growing together, then, you're playing a dangerous game, because, for every elder couple that I've met that have done this for 20, 30, 40 years or more, the one thing they have in common is that they're elder couples. That means that their bodies aren't young anymore. That means their looks aren't necessarily as hip or as fly or as sexy as it used to be. But they still see each other as the same people from the day they met, and they love each other that way. And that is because they chose somebody that felt good to them and made them feel right. And for you, especially being the kind-hearted person that you are, being the creative that you are, and that's important, because we almost have to choose people with our same mentality or within our same space, because if not, it's hard for them to understand this lifestyle of why I got to go sit in the corner and write in my notebook for 3 hours. Why you can't disturb me while I play the same beat over for 2 hours while I'm trying to get this one lyric out. Like, they have to be able to understand you as a complete person, complete whole. But once you find that, there's nothing better, because you get to be yourself.
Yeah.
Before we get too far into this, I want to go back and touch on the music, and we're going to have to bring you back for the relationship talk, because I had a good time with this.
Yeah.
You know
Oh,
what
my
I'm saying?
gosh.
We're not going to use roster no more.
No, okay,
You know what I'm
this
saying?
is going to
Yeah.
bother me, though. What word was I looking for?
Bench. I mean, either way, you have players sitting down. Like,
No.
coach.
No.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
have
Like,
no.
I got it. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Attendance. You know what I mean? What else they call it in school? Like,
No.
the thing that you put names on lists. There we go.
Oh
list.
my gosh,
Okay, we
I've
go
never.
through
Okay,
the
I have not had people on lists. Are you kidding me? If it was, I don't
But
feel like I'd be single.
you're saying you just had a number of people that you went out on a date with.
No, I'm just like people that I've like dated in my past. Like they haven't been like good people. Like
Yeah.
they've all been emotionally unavailable.
Okay, so we'll just call it. Is it emotionally immature, just not emotionally intelligent?
Or emotional capacity. Maybe they just
Okay.
didn't have like the
Let's-
capacity.
We're gonna bring that back on the next. We're gonna bring
bring
that back because
Yeah,
I need
let's talk about
to
that.
before
Bring
we
it
get
back.
to we get into that because
I need to find this word too, because I know you're after the show you're gonna be dogging me about that word
we're not.
roster. I need to find out what word I was talking
Yeah,
about.
you have to find out something new for that one. 'Cause I'm telling you right now, I'm finna be on that one every time I play this back. She gonna be like, I told her no, maybe she meant rooster. Okay, so hey,
Oh, that's funny.
before we go, I want you to tell everyone where they can find your newest song, what project you got coming out, and where they can find your newest videos. Because you've been working hard. You've been dropping left and right. I've been seeing you on Instagram. I've been seeing you on YouTube. I've been seeing your hard work that you're putting in. That's why we're glad to have you here and have this lighthearted conversation. So where can we find you? That's your camera right there. That's so you can talk to the world. Let them know.
You can find my music on any major music streaming platform: Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, YouTube Music. They're also, I mean, if you want to make a little dance or whatever on social media, like you can find it on TikTok, Instagram, all that stuff. I have 2 music videos out on YouTube. Just look for me, Janale, Janale. I would love for you to subscribe or hit that follow button so that you can keep up with the latest stuff that I'm working on. I have a movie premiere coming out in May. So be following me to see where you could check it out. I'll be there at the premiere. If you want to go, let me know. I'd love to have you and see you.
Man, shout out Janelle. Thank you once again for being on the show.
Yeah.
Shout out to my wife. Thank you for co-hosting with me as always.
Yeah.
Shout out to Accurate in the back on the ones and twos, man. Making sure we sound good, making sure we look good.
Yes.
Yo, we are back. Once again, we're back to drop it every week. So you will be seeing this face 4 times a month. So get used to it. Ladies, I'm sorry I left y'all lonely, but I'm back. You know what I mean?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah,
Right.
hey,
You
I
see-
told fellas, I told you I got y'all up here with these two ladies. I wasn't gonna let us go out like that.
Oh.
Until next time, man. Thank y'all for watching. I wish you would. Stay tuned.
We're loving, we're good, then we're fighting. We take space, but then reuniting. We're hurting, but then we just hide it. Life's what you make it, let's write it, yeah. The energy created, can't take it. It's real, but sometimes we fake it. All the tears and the laughter, we're crying. Love's hard, but we keep on trying, yeah. In and through the ups